Yeah, definitely. We won the National Dual Meet Championship. We were out in Waterloo, Iowa, and first one in school history. As far as dual meet championships go, they won the team championship in 1971. But it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. A lot of good wrestling fans out in Iowa. It's kind of where wrestling really got big collegiately. And so we went back there. We wrestled Iowa Central, like 5-time defending national champions. First match, beat them 27-13. Went into the semis, wrestled the #1 team in the country, beat them 24-9. Yeah, and then in the final, Labette is a team that I have a lot of respect for. Coach Renfro and his team. They've beat me the last 2 years, so I had to get that monkey off my back, and we did it well, 30-10. So the guys just really performed fantastically. We couldn't ask for a better team performance. Our guys really stepped up, and they earned it for sure.
The concept of wrestling?
Good question. The WWF stuff, I think, to some degree hurts us because people, that's way more mainstream. Gets a lot more television time than does collegiate wrestling. And I'd say hurts us because it's like people associate that with wrestling rather than, what the actual collegiate sport is. It's not like people, forget what football is and think it's soccer. You know the difference. So I would say to that respect, that maybe does hurt us a little bit. The UFC MMA stuff, I think, has drawn a larger interest because a lot of guys transition from collegiate wrestling and transition into the UFC and MMA. Some good examples, around here, Matt Limland, Chael Sonnen, Randy Couture, those guys, all local guys from around the Northwest that made the transition and did it at a high level. Draws kids in, they all are involved in clubs or other things in the area. So, you do get some of that, and positively, negatively, I think maybe it draws kids to the sport if they're not, familiar with wrestling. They want to know how to get good at something like that, and maybe that's one avenue to take. Maybe it's jiu-jitsu, So I think that's more of a positive. It gets numbers up, kids get interested, come out, walk on campus, say, hey, I'm interested in this. So.
Okay. I like wrestling because it's just a one-on-one sport. There's no team, so it's basically as hard as you train and as much work as you put in, you'll get out of it. You don't got to rely on other people and stuff like that. So that's what makes it pretty good. WWF, that's all fake wrestling, so that's just mostly actors. But UFC, that has a lot of kids growing up and then start doing UFC, have a background of wrestling. It goes good with UFC, stuff like that, because you have a lot of the combat, just like the one-on-one kind of stuff, background.
I love, because it is a team sport, and I do love the team aspect, but I do love the individualism in it, and just the one-on-one. That's just kind of the next level. There's no real professional wrestling besides WWF, so there's no way we can make money besides going to the UFC, but it's just, wrestlers are always very successful with UFC, but there's a lot more to it than just wrestling, so. But I think that's a positive sport. I do.
At this time,